So is Mervyn King's warning an accurate reflection of what might happen? Well, we're going to speak now to Andy Irwin, who's project leader for East Bristol Foodbank. As you can see, he joins me now. Andy Irwin, you have a perspective on those people who might suffer most should we suffer a real economic crisis. First of all, give us an idea of what you do, what services you offer.
Yes, of course. Basically, we're a food bank, which is part of a national network of food banks started by the Bristol Trust. And we give 3 days worth of food to people who come to us and are referred by various voucher referrers. That can include people from social services, local community workers, health visitors, doctors. A number of workers in the community refer people to us, and we give them 3 days worth of food, non-perishable food, in shopping bags, and they take that away with them when they're in a crisis.
And are you seeing an increase in demand?
Well, this one, our food bank has actually only been running since July, but there's definitely been a large increase. It's gone something from about 2,500 people. It's multiplied massively over the country. The Bristol Trust have got statistics that show that it's probably tripled in the last 3 years, the number of people who are coming into food banks. And we actually have one food bank opening every week in 2011. So there's a massive increase in the need for food banks around the country. Well,
yes, and I know that some of the others that provide the same service have talked about a different demographic of the kind of people they're serving. They had been dealing simply with people who've been homeless for many years, the chronically destitute, and that's changing now to many families who just can't make ends meet. Yeah. Give us an idea of the kind of people that you are helping.
Well, we've had a lot of different people coming through our doors asking for food. We've had, for example, a couple of families with 7 or 8 children. We've had somebody who was fleeing domestic violence. We've had a number of people who are working and just can't afford to eat enough that week. So we are giving food to people who are in crisis, but yes, it's certainly not people. We actually don't really feed people who are homeless at all. The organisation that we've come under, Crisis Centre Ministries, have a homeless cafe in Easton as well that feeds about 200 people a day who are homeless. But we specifically are finding families, young people. I work with a youth housing association, 1625 independent people, and we've had a whole load of those young people have to come for food as well, who just simply don't have enough food to feed themselves or to feed their families.
And comparisons have been made, not least by the Governor of the Bank of England, to the Great Depression in the 1930s. I'm not suggesting you remember the 1930s, but does this feel like a big crisis to you?
I think it's a developing crisis, yes. I mean, I think we're seeing enough people coming through our doors who you wouldn't classically expect to come through to suggest that the increase in the cost of living is affecting them to the point where they're needing to ask for food. And let's face it, a lot of people don't actually like to ask for food, yet some people are getting to the point where they have to ask for food. So yes, I do think it's an increasing crisis. Whether it's like the Great Depression, I really haven't got a clue.
No, well, we'll be getting the views of some economists on that, and I won't trouble you anymore on that question. But Andy Irwin, we really appreciate you coming on and telling us a little bit about your work.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, America's former commander